Kevin, a day where all the bowlers shared the plaudits, really. I suppose we'll start with Jake, who took those wickets first this morning. What have you made of his return from a long time in India to come straight back in and perform like that today?
Jake looked like an international bowler today, and I think he's shown that the winter that he's had actually playing international cricket, playing in the Big Bash, has just been a lead on to what he did for us last year, and it was great to see him performing. But as you just said there, every single one of these bowlers has performed excellently today, and as you can see by what's happening to my barnet, it was seriously windy out there, and from one end, the pavilion end, to have to come in and hold the pressure while the guys from the other end were running in with it was a fantastic effort. So when you talk about a team unit bowling together, that was a great performance.
I suppose Jake's a slight exception, having been away with England for most of the winter, but for all the other guys who've been around for the winter programme, what do you sort of almost learn today that you can't in the nets, or you can't even in pre-season last week?
Well, you do all the training that you want, and that generally isn't under pressure. This is where it counts. And what I saw today was guys agreeing the plans. So Kunny, the analyst, puts together the intelligence from the video work that he does. So from that, we then get that sent to us the night before. We look at the plans, we talk as a bowling group, and then they've got to go out and execute, which they did today.
The other man with 2 wickets today, Luke Fletcher, had obviously a disrupted year last year. So what does that mean, do you think, for him today to come back into Nottinghamshire Whites and perform like that?
He will love that. I've just seen him as I've come off the pitch, and probably starting to stiffen up a little bit at the moment. But the work rate he put in there, but also the winter, people don't see that. He'd be up running early in the morning, he'd come in and do his bowling. His work rate throughout the winter was absolutely excellent, and out there today, that was a thoroughly professional performance from a great professional.
And looking at the day in a couple of spells, really, those early wickets and having Durham 2 down very early on the first day of a season, what can that do for the confidence of a side?
Yeah, it's going to do a lot of good. So you always want to bowl teams out cheaply, and I think that's a really good wicket. And what we've done is we've stuck to our plans. We've had to work hard, which having to work hard is a good thing because it gets you ready for a really hard championship campaign. But the confidence is high, and I think the belief that you'll build from that with regards to how your bowling unit operates and the bar that you set is now in place.
And then when it came to later in the day, wickets more difficult to come by, but what does that demand of the group in a different way?
Well, as the day goes on, it obviously gets tougher. The boys get a little bit more tired, but I think they were still, creating an awful lot of pressure. There were plays and misses. We were in the areas that we talked about. We were bowling to plans. That's what we want to see as a bowling unit and as a team, that we can still create that pressure. Because as we saw there today, pressure creates a couple of wickets. It will do, and that's what we've got to get used to doing this year.
And with the bowlers that you've worked with all the way through this winter and through last season as well, does it give a little extra satisfaction, I suppose, in that dressing room that's quite a homegrown attack today that's gone out and produced those results?
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it, when you see Notts bowlers coming in and doing well, and I think that is that's a huge plus for the system that's been running at Notts for a long time now. So it was nice to see the local lads doing well.